Hello students, good morning to all. So today we'll start new lesson, lesson 3, advanced features of Microsoft Excel. So in this chapter we'll learn the different components of the chart in Excel and the types of chart and how we create a chart and how we sort the data and how we filter the data. In the previous lesson, lesson 2, we have learned about the formulas and functions in the Excel, and as you know that the elements of formula are the mathematical operators and the operands values or text. So different types of cell references also we have studied in the lesson 2, that is the relative cell reference or absolute cell reference and mixed cell reference. Some functions also we have studied about the sum function, average function, mean functions, and as an example you can see the sum function a1, and this is the range. The argument for the sum function is passed a range a1 to a12. So it will add all the values starting from the cell a1 to the cell a12. So add the values in the range a1 is to a12. Okay, so this is the formula box where we write the formula, and this is the result cell where the formula is written. After writing the formula, when we press the enter key, we will get the result here. So these are the relative cell addresses which we have studied. This is the cell references in formulas which also we have studied in the lesson 2, relative cell reference. So when we copy the formula and paste in some other cell, its address is also changed. So related to the cell reference where we have written the formula. So formula using the relative reference sum. Here you are seeing B3 to B8. The range is specified. So B3, this is the B row number 3, B3 to B8. And when you copy the formula and paste it in this way, in this cell, the address of this cell is what? That is the H4. So the range will change from H3. The range will change from here B4 to B. Here it is given B3 to B8. So the address will change from here, that is the B4 to, and suppose it is given here that address is what, B8. So for this result cell B3 to B8, so B3 is here and B8 is here. So if we copy and paste the formula here, so its address will change automatically from C3 to C8, because this we are writing the formula in the cell C9. Where C9? So when you copy and paste this formula in C9, so the address will automatically change from B3 to C3 and from B8 to C8. Similarly here we write the formula for this row, and here we have done the total, taken the range of values from where B3 to G3. So when I will copy this formula here in this row, in this cell, that is the H4, so its address will automatically change from that is B4 to G4. Okay, so these are the absolute cell reference where the address do not change when you copy and paste the formula some other cell. To make the reference absolute, we put the dollar symbol before the column name or before the row name. Mixed reference, we use the both concept, relative reference also and the absolute reference also. This is the mixed cell reference. Both the row or column reference is relative and the other is absolute. Only one of the address part is absolute. Here you can see only the column is absolute and the row is relative. So the address will change. Relative address of the row will change, but column is fixed. Functions in the formula also we have studied different types of the function, max function, min function. Now today we have to learn the chart. Okay, so I'm not going to waste the time just in the revision. So I'm going to continue the chart. Okay. So let me show the chart. What is chart? Chart is a graphical representation of the data in a worksheet. So chart is what? That is the chart you find under the insert tab. So in the illustration group, see, Under the insert tab in the illustration group, you will find the chart. So when you click on the chart, see this insert chart dialog box is open. Here you find the different types of chart. So what is the chart? Chart is the graphical representation of data in a worksheet. So here the data are represented on the basis of the graph, that is the basis of the bar graph, on the basis of the pie chart, on the basis of the column chart, on the basis of the rectangular chart, scatter chart. Different types of the chart is there: area chart, pie chart. All these are the charts. See, column, line, pie, bar, area, scatter, XY, stock, surface, donut, bubble, radar. All these are the different types of the chart. So the charts make easier to draw the comparisons and see the growth and relationship among the values and the trends in data. If you want to do the comparison between the different values, so chart is a good tool to do the comparison. So this also chart also provide the accurate analysis of the information. So if you want to perform the accurate analysis of the information, so we go for a chart representation of the data. What are the components of the chart? So let me open some chart, any chart. Suppose I am opening, selected this column chart, click on OK. So now the column chart will open. So now you can see. So you can see this is the chart and the different components of the chart we have to study. Now this is a plot area. Now this is the chart area. You can see this is the entire chart area. So chart area includes all the area and objects in the chart. And next is the category axis. The x-axis, this is called the category axis. As you can see, this is the category axis, category 1, category 2. And the value axis, y-axis is called the value axis, and it is used to plot the values. It is located on the left side. This is the value axis. You can see this is the value axis 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, where it is written. Next, the data series are the bars. These bars are called the data series. See, series 1 point category series. So data series are the bars, slices or other elements that show the data values. If there are multiple data series in a chart, each will have a different color. Here you can see the multiple data series are there, 3 bars are there, and each bar is represented by different color. Next is the category name. Category name are the labels which are displayed on the x-axis and y-axis. So these are the category name. What is given? These are the labels. So these labels you find. These labels 0, 1, 2, 3. What you will find? These are the category name. Plot area is the window with the chart area. So this is the plot area where this chart is drawn. So plot area is a window within the chart area. Window within the chart area. This is the entire chart area, and this window, small window where the chart is drawn, that is the plot area. Plot area is a window within the chart area which are displayed. It contains the actual chart itself and includes the plotted data. It includes the actual chart itself and also includes the plotted data, data series, category and value axis. Next is the legend. Legend depicts the legends, gives the color, patterns or symbols. These are the series 1, series 2. What this bars, what this series represents, data series represents, that are called the legend. So legends depicts the colors, patterns or symbols assigned to the data series. So what pattern, what symbols this assigns, that information is given by the legend. Here we write that this represent the name of the student, that this represent the height of the student, or this represent the marks of the student. So it helps to differentiate the data. Chart title describes the aim and contents of the chart. So here at the top we write the chart title. Here chart title is not included, that we have to include within the chart if you want to include the chart title. So many formats are there. So this is a different chart layouts. You can see layout 1, layout 2, any layout you can select, and there you find, see the chart title. Okay, now grid lines. It can this can be either horizontal or vertical lines depending upon the selected chart type. They extend across the plot area of the chart, and these grid lines make it easier to read and understand the values. So we can also add the grid lines to the chart. So this depends upon the different types of the format, which format of the chart you have selected. Okay, layout 9. Many layouts are there, as you can see here. So So now we have to move to the types of chart. How many types of charts are there? So Excel offers a wide range of charts to interpret the data, and these charts have some common features, and they assist the users in comprehending the data logically, means in understanding the data logically. We are using the sample data. As you can see in your book in the figure 7.32, table is there in which four columns are there. First column is of name of the student, second column is the marks of English subject, third column is the mark of Hindi subject, and fourth column is the total marks of both subject English and Hindi. So with that information we can create the chart. So in the next class I will show you how to create a chart with the help of the given information, given table, and different types of chart also we will study in the next class, like the bar chart, column chart, line chart, area charts, XY chart, pie chart, and how we should create a chart in the Excel. So this is all for the today, students. In the next class we will continue our discussion. And thank you for your kind attention.